So when you're working with your dog, you're going to use different types of collars. I personally start all dogs off on the slip leash because if the dog's confident, you can use that slip leash. If the dog is not super confident, you can still use that slip leash. If the dog has too much confidence, that's where that prong collar is going to come in. And the prong collar is just the way mama dog corrected them when they were younger. It's not a painful correction, it's more psychological. And if you're correcting too hard on that collar, you're just doing it incorrectly. So you want to start with the low level correction, and if you need to, you're going to go up. But you do not want to make the dog not want to be in these positions. You want them to understand this is where you need to be, and you also want them to understand when they are out of bounds, and that's where these collars are going to come in handy. So if you have a very confident dog, see if you can get away with that slip leash. If you have a dog that you need to put that prong collar on, do that as well. But you also want to get away from having to use the tools so much, because that one time your dog runs out that front door and doesn't have those tools on, you still want to be able to communicate exactly where they need to be and what they should and they should not be doing. Something to keep in consideration when you are using a prong collar, I wouldn't put a prong collar on a puppy under the age of 6 months old, because at that age, you can really hurt that dog's confidence and you can ruin that dog. An older dog, they're going to have a little bit more experience and understand that, hey, this is just what we need to do. So puppies, start with a slip leash and allow that dog to grow up. You're going to have these dogs for a long time. They're not going to be perfect in one day or one training session. You just want to get a little bit better each time you work with that dog. And you want them to want to work for you. You do not want them to have to work for you, because again, if they have a choice but going to chase that cat or walking next to you, you want them to pick you over that cat.